Magnitude of this matchup, I mean, it's the last one. Does that add anything to it?
Oh, it's a big game. We're excited about the game. I think our guys are excited about it. Quite sure fans are excited about it. Those guys will be ready to play. Should be a tremendous atmosphere.
I mean, I know you've only been here 1 year, but how can you get a gauge of what this rivalry means as far as Tennessee having a footprint in Memphis, for recruiting, for alumni? I mean, is it big?
I think it's very important when you look at those things. But I think first and foremost, our guys should be consumed with just winning the basketball game. Don't get caught in all the peripheral things that goes along with it. I think those things for the fans to really enjoy. But I think for us, it's go out there and compete and win a ball game.
And just what jumps out at it this year? I mean, athletically, they look like. Oh yeah, they look familiar.
Oh yeah, really good athleticism. A well-coached team. I mean, they execute offensively. They attack that rim. They attack the basket. They do a great job offensive rebounding. They have all the parts to be very successful.
Is this kind of one of those games where it's a mishmash of styles, like you guys are willing to play? Mix it up, play your way. They want to make you run up and down.
I think with any team, if they make us run up and down, we making baskets. Great. I think with any team, you want to control the game. You want to play your style of game, whatever that is. I think for us, you got to keep those guys out of transition. They're at their best when they're in transition.
Is it similar to the UMass game in that sense that you ran with them for about 30 minutes and it was just a back and forth game, and then you kind of imposed yourself defensively that last 10 and ultimately ran?
I think for us, when you got opportunities to run, because you got to get easy transition baskets. We want to be out and run. We want to hold those guys and limit their transition basket. I think they're at their best when they're getting out and running. But for us, it's to dictate tempo, being physical, boxing out, being aggressive. Those guys, the most defensive rebounds those guys get, and they can outlet the ball. It could be a long night.
You mentioned on Twitter that the players asked for an orange out. How did that come about?
Oh, it's good. They want it. We got to give it to them. The players ask for it, we give it to them.
Obviously, the series isn't continuing after this year. Just is there any kind of, is it kind of 0.0 with
talks right now?
Yeah.
We hadn't even talked about it really, and our schedule is set for next year, so we can't do it next year. But hopefully we can continue this thing in the future. I think it'll be fun for everybody involved.
I know from their perspective they don't want to continue it. What's the message you've gotten from them about why they don't want to?
Well, I haven't had a message in a while. I mean, after they said they weren't going to do it, we had to move forward and schedule games. We need to schedule, so that's where we are right now. And you've heard Josh say the reason why he don't want to play, and that's fine. I can respect that. But for us, we like to continue. But if not, we got to move forward.
Have you looked into? I think in the past, you and David said looked into playing a game down there.
Possible. We look at all scenarios, but I know for sure next year we can't do it.
The schedule for next year is already booked completely.
Not already booked completely, no it isn't, but we won't be playing Memphis next year.
But in terms of playing a neutral site game or something in the city of Memphis, would that be a possibility?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not next year.
Okay.
But is it disappointing that this series?
No, it's not disappointing. For me, we move forward. We got to win ball games. And if we can continue, it would be great, but we won't spend a lot of time on it.
Coach, coming off